Hey everyone, welcome back to the Car Scope channel. Today we're diving into a full in-depth review of the 2026 BYD Atto 3, the latest iteration of BYD's compact EV crossover. We'll walk through everything from the intro, the styling outside, front, side, back, the interior, how it drives, the pricing, and of course we'll wrap up with final thoughts. So strap in and let's go. First up, a quick intro. The Atto 3 has been one of BYD's global hits since its launch, and for 2026 the model has received meaningful updates to powertrain and design. The standout here is the new performance variant, in some markets, with up to 310 kilowatts of power and 0 to 100 km/h time of around 3.97 s according to BYD's announcements. Car 1, of course, those specs vary by region and version, but the message is clear. BYD is moving this crossover from simply value EV into more performance-aware territory. Right from the start you get that sense the Atto 3 is trying to punch above its compact size and modest price tag. Now let's move to the exterior styling. From the front, the Atto 3 features a clean, modern face. The large trapezoidal intake, even though it's an EV, it gives a dynamic feel. Smoked LED headlights, and a relatively low bonnet line give it a sporty, purposeful stance. In the 2026 variant, BYD has sported new 18-inch wheels and blackened D-pillars to enhance the side profile and give a more floating roof effect. Car 2, the overall design language is smoother and less fussy than earlier BYD models, leaning into subtle curves and a refined surfacing that evokes motion even when standing still. Moving to the side view, the proportions are compact yet purposeful. The Atto 3 measures about 4,455 mm in length, 1,875 mm in width, and 1,615 mm in height, with a wheelbase of 2,720 mm. Car 2, the long wheelbase helps provide decent interior space for its class, while the body lines maintain a clean, uncluttered look. The roofline gently slopes, and the rear quarter panel has a nicely integrated wrap of glass and body, giving it a more premium feel than many of its budget-friendly EV rivals. The visual effect is one of compact agility rather than bulk, which works well for urban and suburban settings alike. From the back, the design remains cohesive. The tailgate is broad, the rear lights incorporate sleek LED elements, and the bumper and lower diffuser area are cleanly done. According to reviewers, rear visibility is somewhat compromised by the narrow tailgate glass and the thick C-pillars, but overall the styling is strong for the price segment. Auto Express 3, the boot space is claimed at 440 liters, for the standard battery version, which is competitive though not segment-leading. Auto Express 3, in short, outside the Atto 3 strikes a nice balance of modern looks, good packaging, and value sensibility. Let's step inside and look at the interior. The cabin of the Atto 3 is one of its stronger suits. Materials and build quality are better than you might expect for the price. There are soft touch surfaces, well-finished upholstery and trim, and a generally premium feel. One source notes we couldn't fault the build quality of the Atto 3 when compared to rivals. Auto Express 3, the design is playful. BYD has described it as fitness equipment inspired, using patterns and textures reminiscent of gym equipment, and you'll find bold colors, contrast stitching and interesting detailing. Wikipedia 4, when it comes to infotainment and connectivity, the Atto 3 stands out. In European spec, you get a 12.8-inch touchscreen in the comfort trims and a 15.6-inch rotating screen in higher trims, which can swap between portrait and landscape modes. Auto Express 3, the system supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and BYD includes an 8-inch-1 electric powertrain and proprietary blade battery technology. More on that in a bit. BYD 5, as far as practicality goes, there's good space for 5 adults. The rear floor is flat, because of the dedicated EV architecture, which helps legroom, and the 60-40 split rear seats fold flat to expand cargo flexibility. Auto Express 3, functionally, it's a strong cabin for the money. Now, onto performance and driving dynamics. The standard front-wheel drive Atto 3 in many markets uses a 150 kilowatts, a 201 HP, electric motor and a Blade lithium iron phosphate, LFP, battery pack, available in 2 main sizes, approximately 49.9 kilowatt-hours, standard range, and 60.5 kilowatt-hours, extended range. Chasing Cars 6, the 60.5 kilowatt-hours version is claimed to deliver up to 420 kilometers on the WLTP cycle. Chasing Cars 6, acceleration from 0 to 100 km/h is claimed at around 7.3 seconds for the premium range version. Chasing Cars 6, for the 2026 model variant in certain regions, BYD has announced the performance variant with up to 310 kilowatts and a 0 to 100 km/h time of 3.97 seconds. Car 1. On the charging front, the standard Atto 3 is based on a 400 volts architecture and supports DC fast charging up to around 70 to 88 kilowatts depending on market. For example, BYD claims 0 to 30% to 80% in about 29 minutes with the higher spec BYD 5. The real-world results vary, and some independent testing in Australia found larger gaps versus claimed range. News.com. Atto 7. Driving experience. Reviewers note that comfort is a priority. The ride is tuned rather softly, which means in spirited cornering there is some body roll and less sharp handling than some sportier rivals, but for everyday driving the Atto 3 is quiet, refined and comfortable. Wired 8. So if your priority is smooth EV driving in city and commuting use, it ticks the box. If you want razor-sharp athletic dynamics you might find it less satisfying. Next, pricing. Pricing always depends on region, incentives and spec. In Australia for example, at the time of review the entry-level Atto 3 Essential was priced at $39,990 before on-road costs. The premium was $44,990 before on-road costs. Chasing Cars 6. In India, Cordico reported ex-showroom pricing beginning at around a superscript 124.99 lakh, a superscript 1825 lakh, and up to about a superscript 133.99 lakh for higher trims. Cordico 9. It's worth noting that many of those prices benefit from local incentives for EVs, so you'd need to check your market for actual on-road cost. For a 2026 model with updated powertrain and more features, expect pricing to reflect that. Overall, the Atto 3 presents strong value compared to many established brands, particularly when you consider the equipment, battery tech and design. Finally, my overall review and verdict. The 2026 BYD Atto 3 brings a compelling package in the compact EV crossover class. It offers strong design, a feature-rich cabin, EV-specific architecture and battery tech that gives it credible range and performance, especially in the higher spec, updated versions. The value proposition is excellent, and yet, there are some caveats. Charging speeds are decent but not class-leading, especially versus 800 volts rivals. Some driver assistance systems have room for improvement in certain markets, and while handling is comfortable it doesn't deliver the sporty feel of some competitors. If I were recommending to you, if you are looking for a stylish, practical, modern EV for city and suburban use, with plenty of features and great value, the Atto 3 absolutely earns serious consideration. If your priorities are ultra-fast charging, the highest performance handling or you drive long distances daily, I'd suggest you check the specific spec for your region or consider stepping up to a more premium model. From a car scope perspective, this is a very strong contender in the 2026 compact EV crossover segment. Thanks for watching this full review. If you enjoyed the video please hit the like button, subscribe for more car reviews, and let us know in the comments what do you think of the BYD Atto 3. Would it be on your shortlist? See you next time on Car Scope.